Hey everyone, Mr. DVB here. We are live with part 3 of our Last of Us Part 2 walkthrough. Where we left off, we were exploring Seattle, downtown. We got past the fuck Fedger gate, and then we were blown up. Our horse was killed. We took down one of the people who was in the room with Joel, which was, the name of the character has escaped my mind, Jordan. We stabbed him in the throat multiple times, and now we are headed to the TV station to track down Leah, who is the next person on our list. And, yeah, that's where we are. So, let's get going.
You good? Yeah. I thought I was fucked back there. Thanks for the save, by the way. Of course.
So I discovered something great, which is that the video was actually never lagging. It was just because I was checking
the wolves.
the
They're really armed.
live stream and it wasn't processed yet, so
Do you think there were gonna be this many of them?
we're actually good.
Tommy said this was a possibility.
Does that change anything for you?
No? I wonder if there's anything left in these buildings.
There's always something left behind.
Haha, left behind. So this chapter has a lot of buildings and stuff to check, so I don't exactly have a point in mind yet. I could either make this a really long episode or what I think could be a really long episode. I don't know, we'll see. Like, I do have, like, technically 2 points in mind. They are separated by quite a bit of time, but I don't know how fast we're going to make our way through this level, so we'll see. Also, I'm going to start reading these superhero cards. I haven't been yet, and don't know why. Okay, so Kennard Esquire, or Esquire Kennard, I don't know. Georgina Kennard, brains 80, bronze 40, Society of Champions. A brilliant lawyer with a stringent adherence to the rule of the law, Kennard, Georgie to our friends, is the best known defense lawyer for heroes who are accused of negligence, excessive force, destruction of property, and reckless endangerment. Her notoriety has brought her a fair share of unwanted attention, but between her black belt in Aikido and having the entire Society of Champions on speed dial, most are wise enough to leave her to pursue justice undisturbed. Or to let her pursue justice undisturbed. Alright, so that's one. I'm not going to go through all of them, because we have collected quite a bit. The game actually might be giving me... I don't know. I don't know if I've missed... I know I've definitely missed some on the way. I don't know if the game will give them to me or not because of the fact that I've already gotten them before. But, you don't want to do motivator, might be the only one responsible. Yeah, so, I don't know. In the future, I will start reading all the cards. I might eventually go back and just go through all of them, but not until a later episode. Alright, let's make our way upstairs. Never mind. And out the front door. Some buildings over there to check.
Patrols. There were a bunch trying to smoke me out around here.
Alright.
How many?
I passed 2, but I got a feeling there were more.
And once they realize we're out of the school...
And that we killed their fucking friends.
Dina, fresh blood.
I'm ready.
I was ready.
Got him?
Yeah,
Shit. Oh, my heart's racing.
same.
See, one problem about recording in the basement is footsteps upstairs can be heard, whereas if I was recording upstairs, there would be no footsteps. Well, I mean, if people are coming up the stairs, I suppose there'd still be noise, but whatever. I prefer recording in the basement because that's where we have our, like, 75-inch TV, whereas my room, it's like a small, I think, 40-inch or something like that, 45-inch TV that also doesn't have, like, a game mode on it, so there's quite a bit more input lag on that TV than there is on this, where there's actually a game mode, so it's like the perfect refresh rate and everything for games. Capital Inn.
Can't believe they just attacked like that.
I suppose if we want to take a good nap, we could stop here.
What if we'd been refugees? What if we, I don't know, had intel they needed?
It doesn't seem like they care about that.
Something keeps bugging me. Why didn't they kill you and Tommy when they had the chance?
I don't know.
seems reckless.
Maybe they're dumb.
Maybe.
What?
Could be that you just weren't who they were looking for. So they let you go.
No, they did beat the shit out
It's
of
not
us.
gonna let me jump in until
The
the
one guy,
conversation's over.
Jordan, kicked my face in.
Yeah, but why do you think that they didn't finish
It
the...
doesn't matter. They fucked up.
They did.
Now let me go. Alright. Let's see here.
What was the name of
Some
the girl?
alcohol.
The one in the TV station?
Leah.
Leah.
Was she the one... she the one with the braid?
No. Only thing I remember about her was the sound of her crying over that sadistic fuck's face when I sliced him open.
Alright, Rockefeller. Norman Stryker, brains 60, brawn 100. Affiliation, Society of Champions. Real estate and construction magnate, I don't know. Norman Stryker's crowning achievement was the Spark headquarters, both the part visible to the world and the massive subterranean laboratory complex. But when he walked in on a secret experiment, Laurent Foucault tried to dispose of him in a quarry explosion. When the Society of Champions couldn't pull Stryker out of the rocks, Dr. Stem made the rocks a part of Stryker. Now covered head to toe in rock armor, Rockefeller aims to tear the Spark headquarters down brick by brick, and he knows the place better than anyone. Neutral hero. Alright, so that's another character. And we can unlock this
How
door.
are we gonna handle Leah?
I know what she knows. Find out where the others are. Go from there.
You gonna ask her why they did it?
Yeah.
What are you doing with that?
Alright, let's go up here first.
I'll be back in a sec. I'll keep watch.
Is anything good lying around here? Some more pills. I feel like we probably have enough pills for an upgrade. No? Not quite. We only have two choices. I'm going for Endear for sure. Faster stealth kills I don't really care too much about, because I don't really tend to go stealth that much in this game. I think I might try that a bit more in this playthrough. Try to go more of a stealth route. Alright, let's get that stuff. And I'm going to switch over to the hunting rifle. Yeah, I'll be very interested to see what Naughty Dog does next. Like, are they going to do a third game right away? If they are going to do a third one at all, or are they going to wait and do something else in the meantime, like a new IP? Viv, we arrived last night. It was Jimmy. I hope he acted alone. If you guys are in a rough spot, you can talk to me. I care for you and your son. Now more than ever, we need to be looking out for each other. There are enough criminals running this city. Okay, once again, guys, I am forgetting to check my phone. I don't think anybody will be on the stream, honestly, because there typically isn't, but I could be very wrong. If somebody did join the stream and I haven't been reading it, I apologize. I'm pretty bad for that, but I don't think anybody will have. Okay, Clickbait Central. Ooh, at 11:27, he said, "Let's go." Sorry, Clickbait. I did not see your comment, but hopefully you come back. A little salt and some water to these, and it almost tastes like the real thing. It's not much, but hopefully it'll help get ready. Get the strap off at least. Raw. All right. Yeah, if you guys haven't, check out my review for this game if you'd like. It's personally, I'd say, out of all of my gaming reviews I've done, and even movie reviews, to be completely honest, because I put more work into my gaming reviews than I do my movie ones, for sure. It's my favorite review I've done, because all of the footage except for like just a few cutscene footage was my own. Like, I recorded it myself with my Elgato, which I have not done before. Normally I just take it from other videos and stuff, and when that happens, there's kind of a disconnect between what I'm talking about and what is being shown.
How you want to go?
Let's
Cross
see.
more arrows. So this was one really cool scenario where what I was showing was exactly what I was talking about. I plan on doing the exact same thing for Ghost of Tsushima and for any game reviews from now on out. But one thing I do want to figure out how to do very soon, hopefully in time for Ghost of Tsushima, is to have like a really cool animation when I give my rating, right? Because right now it's just like text that just says, you know, the rating. I want to have like a wheel kind of that like kind of like how GameSpot has their number reveal. That's kind of the one that I like the most.
Oh shit! Drew! We're under attack!
Somebody saw
I think
that?
it came from that way!
Ooh. I don't think I'm gonna have enough time to place a thing there.
Visuals on him! On the roof!
People tend to come up this way a lot, if I remember, in this combat section. Is there like... Yeah, they come up from that ladder, that's where. Nice.
Better start running!
Batter up. Sweet. And that is how you deal with folks. Cool.
Any left?
Oh, damn.
I don't think so.
Good.
Okay, so she got blown to bits.
Shit.
He got blown to bits.
You recognize any of them?
None.
You know, honestly, like, combat in this
Huge, right?
is so damn good. Like,
You think the wolves are spread out all over it?
I sure hope not.
there's some people who don't like the combat in this. They think it's too similar to the first one, and, you know, well, it's outdated gameplay. I don't really know what type of style people would have liked gameplay-wise for this game. Like, I think for what this game is, this gameplay fits perfectly. Like, it's so smooth, the animation's great. I love how, like, they did the combat in these games. I'm sure when you go back to the first one now, it'll probably feel a little bit aged. But that's also, you know, a 7-year-old game. Like, even Uncharted, people complain about the same thing.
Just Halloween stuff.
I think the gameplay style fits these games perfectly. Like, I don't exactly know what people would prefer, right? Like, if they were to make, for example, like, another third-person shooter, what would people prefer for a gameplay style? Like, I don't know. I like what they got. Oh, we got a weapon bench right here. See if we can make any upgrades. I think we should have some... Do we have enough? Yeah, we definitely do. Okay, so last time we did damage for this. Capacity, yeah, you know. Okay, so 2 capacity. Oh, we got another viewer. Hello. Sorry if it's you, Clickbait Central, who joined again. Sorry I did not respond to your previous comment. I always forget to check. Stability. Okay, so a lot of... Okay, stability... Okay, I think we're going to go for stability on the bow. Because the bow is a really, really good weapon. You know, it's interesting how the weapon upgrades have, like, changed since the first game. Because, like, in the first game, you know, you would select whatever weapon it is that you wanted to upgrade, right? And something like the stability, there'd be... Oh!
Another patrol.
You could upgrade it, like, 3 times. Right? Like, each thing, like, had more than one upgrade.
Shit he asked you to do to them, though. And they're fucking crying. Rough. Alright. Well, put a word in for you.
Appreciate it.
Let me give you some advice.
Shoot.
Get the information and be done with it. Don't get carried away.
That was a bad miss.
It's Jack! Someone come!
Hello? Come on, talk to me.
Sweet. Crowbar. Do we just have the one guy left? Alright. That was pretty good. We actually managed to do stealth there. I don't know. Now that I'm actually taking the stealth approach for once, it's pretty damn fun.
No. Jesus. You were solid back there.
How many guys did they send looking for you?
Too many. No
jump scares this time? Yeah, that last jump scare, man, that got me. One thing I never do actually with the guns in this is like when you're aiming, you can press R1 and quickly switch. Okay, I see that. Okay, so maybe if I'm aiming. Oh, okay, I see. It goes like that. So. Nothing good here. Oops, some more rifle ammo, and nothing. Okay. Oh well. At least reload the ammo. Alright, that is that area done with. Head on to the bookstore. Oh, we got some infected in here. I say we try to do things quiet. Oh. I got a better idea. 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Oh, it's gonna leak through the other side. Cool. Oh shit. Is that all of them? Yeah, it looks like it. Okay, cool. I thought for a second like that wouldn't work with the Molotov throw. I didn't think it would leak through like that, but I'm glad it did. Oh yeah, there's actually pretty gross to crawl under like that, but I think there's a collectible in this toilet. Oh, it's a Molotov, okay. Maybe there was a collectible in there normally, but it should be there technically. I don't know. Who knows? Dr. Stem trading card. Let's read up on Dr. Stem. Okay, I'm gonna guess they're a good guy. Oh yeah, very good guy. Alright. Losing both of her parents to cancer at a young age, Upal Roy threw herself into the science studies, determined to never let anyone experience the pain and loss she felt as a child. Now known as Dr. Stem, she collaborates with doctors and scientists around the world on life-saving and life-enhancing technologies. She also works with the Society of Champions to shut down Spark's more nefarious schemes with technology of her own. Her tenacity and refusal to accept defeat is her biggest strength and greatest source of torment. Alright, Dr. Stem. Yeah, that's actually the only type of collectible in this game I haven't really looked into, is just all those. I kind of just collect them and I usually look at what they look like, but I don't bother reading their descriptions. Popping textures. Fran, it's happening. Early Sunday morning, keep your people off the streets, but be careful what you say. If Isaac finds out I talked, I'm fucked. Whole thing should be quick. Not a lot of Fedra, not a lot of Fedra left in your neighborhood. As we clear neighborhoods, we're moving everyone to the base. People shouldn't freak. It's temporary. Helps us keep track of good guys versus bad guys. Can't wait to sleep in the same bed with you again. No more sneaking notes in that stupid studio. Rebecca.
These WLF guys went up against the military over a decade ago. Why are they still so amped? There can't be that many trespassers that come through here.
I don't know. The city still looks like it's filled with supplies. I can't see why people would need to fight over it.
So, there's 3 days in this storyline. Oh, hey Solo, how you doing? And the days get shorter as they go on. I'd say like the first day, the one that we're on right now, is definitely the longest. It's probably about from, I'd say, about hour 2 or so until maybe about 8 or so hours in, so it's a good like 6 hours. And then the other 2, I think the final day, like day 3, is probably only about an hour and a half or an hour. It's definitely the shortest, probably closer to an hour and a half. So they do get shorter as they go on, but yeah. Nope, not this way. Down there maybe, or should we go? I think we'll go to the right and then we'll backtrack. Oh,
Over there.
Get out. I saw something. On me. Come on.
On that roof!
Shit!
Escape! Drop it!
Oh, he lost his arm. Okay.
See any others? Not yet.
Okay, it probably wants us to go that way, actually, so I'm gonna go where we originally were.
Miss QZ is swarming.
We just need a minute to talk with her.
Are you gonna make her talk?
I have to.
Okay, I don't even know. Maybe are we meant to go this way or meant to go the other way? Okay, we are meant to go this way. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm not gonna bother going to the right and exploring that area more.
Gotta get in there. Let's look around.
Is there something I can get over with? It's weird how, like, I remember most things and then I get to certain areas and I just completely black out on how I'm supposed to get around. There's actually a possibility that maybe I'm not supposed to go this way. It wants me to go to the far right, I guess. Yeah, it's probably what it is. So, back the way we came. Unless it's possible that we head down further. Yeah, it is. This takes us past where we just were.
They're everywhere.
Infected?
Still don't understand why the fuck we're falling back.
We're not falling back. We're getting called up.
It took us months to secure this zone.
Higher-ups know what they're doing.
Look, it's them!
Shit. Okay, come on, man. Oh, this is the big combat section. Okay, if I had known that, I would not have taken that approach. That, sometimes it's just not all there, you know?
On your right!
We don't exactly have the best selection. We have 0 weapons right now. Okay. I'll heal myself and I'm gonna... Okay, I think I know what approach I could take.
Where'd they go? Formic, fuck! Go, watch it! Hear that? We got her! Down there!
No ammo, really? No point in having a silencer at this point. Come on, really, game? Okay, I want to get that guy upstairs out first because he's way more... Oh. We got more ammo. Okay. Nice. Joe. Fuck Mandy gang. The only reason you don't like... Well, no, actually, never mind. You explain because he says pendejo a lot.
Yeah. They're way out of here.
I don't care if you dislike him. Like, it's not gonna offend me or anything. I just, like, out of the group, I find he has the most personality. Because everyone else is just kind of, like, one note and just depressing to, like, play with. Whereas, like, he kind of has some humor to him. Okay. You don't... I don't do what? What don't I do? Oh, and spitting on Joel's crossing the line.
Hey.
Oh no, that's where we came. That's where we were trying to get through originally.
Now what?
Hey, Dina.
Boost time.
Yeah.
Oh, don't spit on Joel. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Give me your hand. Hey, that round building. It looks like the TV station from your map.
Yeah. Come on. I don't know how I would have done all this without you.
What the fuck was that?
I ran into a trap.
A what?
Explosive traps. Watch where you're walking.
Hello, boyos. Alright.
Okay.
Candelabra. These names are confusing me sometimes. Okay. We got a true hero here. A beacon on the darkest night. This heroine earned her moniker when people first saw fire emitting from her hands and flowing through her hair. Originally from the volcanic region of France, she fell into an active lava pool while protecting her little brother from Dr. Uckman's henchmen. Left for dead, she emerged from the pool alive and capable of wielding fire as a weapon, so long as she doesn't get cold. When not working with the Society of Champions, she spends her days hunting Dr. Uckman, who she believes is holding her brother captive. Alright, so that is Candelera or something, I don't know. But yeah, I doubt it, but if Naughty Dog did a superhero game, I honestly wouldn't really want that, to be completely honest. Because it just would seem kind of weird for them. But yeah, I do genuinely wonder, like, besides Last of Us, if they make a third one, what their next game will be, and besides like Uncharted as well. Like, I'd love a fifth Uncharted that's like focused on Sam and all those other characters. But if they don't do something like that, like,
Where are you going?
or which they probably will, but like, what they would do for a new IP, right? Like, that's my interest, is like what they would do, because there's a lot of potential. I mean, they'd probably stick to the whole third-person genre. That just seems like them. But, yeah. Still no scars. 4 more hours on this shift. Fuck. Yeah. Great drawings.
Any wolves?
Man, let's go down
I
faster.
didn't see any, but it's hard to tell.
Wee. No.
Oh, shit, Ellie! Fuck. I'm okay. Come on.
Another tank. You can't crawl in that tank. I've already tried. You can do it with the first one, but not that one.
I don't want to think about that right now.
Oh, what the hell? That was not where I wanted to jump.
Yeah, that'd be smart. Could probably blow up some stragglers.
We put up signs. Warning them.
What if they can't read?
Hey, look.
What do you think it is?
Someone wants to feel her love.
Feel her love.
I find that even when you set the motion blur to 4, it's
don't
still
know.
pretty freaking blurry.
Kind of fucking weird.
Unless it like undid. Nah, it's still set to 4. Like, I want to see what 10 looks like. Oh yeah, 10 is way too much motion blur for me. I used to not like mind motion blur. I'd keep it at like the highest setting, but what about 0? and 0's too low. I don't like motion blur completely off because then I think it just looks choppy, and it almost lowers, like, looks like it's lowering the frame rate. But I also don't like full because full just looks way too like messy, and it kind of takes away from how good the graphics look.
Holy shit. These are all shot. Hey, look.
Oh, we got just 2 more viewers now. Hello.
Affected didn't number on this one. You okay?
Yeah, sorry, it's just a smell.
Alright. You must have taken off on foot. You good to keep going?
Yeah, I'm fine. Please.
Alright.
How'd this city get so wrecked? Boston wasn't like this, was it?
Boston didn't have a full-blown civil war. Fireflies never put up this kind of resistance.
Speaking of Civil War, kind of interesting fact. Captain
the
America
TV
Civil
station?
War was scored by,
Yeah,
or composed, I
that
guess you'd
way.
say, by Henry Jackman, who also did Uncharted 4.
More bodies. Tommy definitely came this way.
I bet he went through there. Stop! Tripwire.
I see it. I have to be very careful with the tripwire, because I'm somebody who's very bad for, like, noticing those types of things.
Smart. That works.
Yeah, I've seen Joel do this.
Yeah. Alright. There is a workbench in this next room, I know that. I don't think we have enough to do anything, so I don't know why I'm checking, but... Oh, no, we do. Okay, yeah, I really wish my New Game Plus stuff carried over, but I honestly, like, these upgrades really don't mean much to me. I guess let's do stability. Well, no, I tend to use the 9mm more, even though I like the revolver more. There always tends to be more 9mm, and I'd say that stability is a pretty big deal. Alright, there you go. Can you not? It's only one shot, I don't really care.
We've really got this area covered.
More of this stuff.
Huh.
Just correct this thing. How long have we been streaming for? Probably like 30 minutes. Yeah, 33 minutes exactly. Cool. That was a close one. Okay, we'll exit stage right. Maybe we'll have better luck going this way. Yep. Yeah, to me, like, the element of, I guess, like, things they added to this game, like, okay, so for, Uncharted 4, the element they added that wasn't in the previous games that was my favorite addition was the rope swinging, easily. For this game, I'd say prone is my favorite addition. I like the dodge mechanic. I don't think they executed it perfectly, in all honesty, because, well, of course, because, it kind of seems more like it's just a quick time thing than it is actually, like, you really getting to, like, because you don't really choose the direction you dodge in or anything like that. Like, it's just like a button you tap. Like, if you could kind of choose which direction you dodged in, it'd be a little bit different. Besides that, there's not really, like, there's, like, a few minor things, like, you can hide in tall grass, which you couldn't do in the first one. So there's, like, a few minor adjustments and, like, just little added things like that that
subtle right now.
don't have a huge effect on the
Maybe
game.
Leah will come to us.
Yeah.
But
Or they might be waiting to
prone is my
ambush us.
favorite. I think the reason prone is my favorite is just it looks really nice.
Get in there.
And it kind of requires Naughty Dog to make the ground look better, because in a lot of games, if you really look at it, the ground tends to look pretty bad because it's not something that you're focused on as much, or at least not zooming in on. But in something like this, you know, I mean, that doesn't look great, mind you, but the foliage is actually pretty damn good looking. It's just the textures on the
empty.
cement
I
that don't
buy
look
it.
the best.
You see a way in?
But I mean,
Not
what's to
yet.
really complain about graphics here? This is awesome, and this isn't even with HDR or 1440p, because yeah, it's actually not 4K on the PS4. I think it's 2K,
Maybe we could climb up?
or on the PS4 Pro, I mean. But you know, okay, so if they do make a remastered version of this, not that I don't, honestly, I'm kind of expecting them to not do a remaster, but at the same time, it's kind of already confirmed by Insomniac that we're getting a Spider-Man PS4 remaster. Like, that game's gonna be a remaster, which means you're probably gonna have to buy the game again. It's not just gonna be an upgrade.
Oh, it's brutal.
Tommy do this?
Let's get inside.
So I don't know. We'll see. Like, I think the biggest thing for me, make it 60 FPS. Like, because the one thing I kind of have a slight problem with the new consoles is it's like they're talking about doing 8K and 120 frames per second. I care more about frame rate than I do 8K. 8K means jack shit to me because barely anybody has 4K or sorry 8K TVs anyways. I still know a ton of people who don't even have 4K yet, right? So I don't think 8K should be the biggest thing. I think just high frame rates. And I think like when it comes to frame rates, it can get to the point where it's just too smooth. Like, I think when people are like, oh, I want to play this 200 frames on my PC, it's like, I don't know. To me, 200 frames on PC looks a little bit over the top. For me, like, the sweet spot is, like, between 60 and 120. Like, if this game were to get 120 frames on the PS5, that'd be amazing. That's not going to happen. I can guarantee you this game will be 60 FPS on the PS5 if they do any kind of upgrades. But that and ray tracing is the only other thing I really care about. I don't care if they improve textures and whatnot. Ray tracing, they just gotta do it. Like, that would make this game look so smooth. Is there anything I really... Nah, nothing to craft, really. Actually, you know what? You can never go wrong with arrows.
This is definitely not Tommy. Who the fuck did this? I don't know. But it's a message.
This just happened.
Look at them and
You
testes.
think they're still here?
I hope not. Keep your eyes open.
We have only one shot left on our silencer. Yeah, the silencer in this, I'm pretty sure, is actually like a water... It's like a water bottle or... Yeah. That, like... Ellie does some stuff, too. There's probably a lot of ammo I'm skipping past, but whatever.
I don't like this. We're too exposed.
We have to search all of it. I want to find Leah.
Just...
There is a card back here. Is it in this corner? I think there's a card in this room, at least I'm like 75% sure now. So I think we would have found it if there was one. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. But I thought there was a... Or maybe it's one of the other office rooms, because I thought there was... Oh yes, it was this one, okay. We've got Kimimela. I don't know. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce half these. After a family lost their house to greedy developers, a lot of scientists, Kimimela Green's public protests fell on deaf ears. Frustrated, she turned her research in animal behavior into a means of political action. Many late nights at the lab accumulated in a device that allows her to telepathically communicate with animals. Now, as a member of the Society of Champions, Kimimela brings her animal allies to places around the world where civil strife and avarice threaten to force people from their homes, and when evildoers don't listen to her, she lets her animals do the talking. Okay, so she can control animals. Cool. like, I suppose it'd be kind of cool if Naughty Dog made a game that just had all these like characters in them. I just don't know if like I'd want to wait 4 years for a new Naughty Dog game for it to be like a superhero thing. Like, I don't know. But I mean, I'd play it. I'd play whatever they make, unless it's like really, really stupid, which a lot of people think this game is. But I mean, it's the second Last of Us. I'm gonna play it. I don't care. Oh yeah, that's scary. I'm supposed to. Is there any ammunition? Oh no, we got a note though. Let's read it. Rue, a little bird told me those scars you brought in from the coast talked. I heard Isaac is quite impressed with you. I know you've been having doubts, but you've got to power through right now. Show him what happened to the coast, or at the coast, wasn't a one-off, and you'll be set for life. Think about how few people get this chance. I'm proud of you, Dad. No, yeah, no, I know that they wouldn't because of all the dev things. It's just I've heard some people say like it'd be interesting if they made a superhero game with some of the like developer related cards. No, I like doubt they would do that. It'd be kind of cool, I suppose, but
This way.
I know I'm supposed to go that way, but I wanted to get ammunition first. But yeah, no, obviously like there's the Druckmann one. There's the one that looks like Haley Gross. Lots of references.
That's her. Leah.
You sure?
Yes.
Guess the universe really wanted her dead, huh? There's nothing on her.
So far, I agree, AC Psycho. I definitely agree.
6, this is 2. Do you copy? 6, acknowledge. Over.
Dina. It's all of them.
Hey, wait. That's near Jackson.
There's a really good score coming up in a second, too, by the way.
That's her. That's the one who killed him.
Three down, right?
3 down.
6, this is 2. Do you copy? Support Unit India en route to the TV station. Repeat, support
Shit.
Unit India en route.
Yeah, we should
Over.
get going.
Alright. So yeah, I don't know. The music in this game, like, I just feel like
She's dead.
it comes in at the right moment all the time. Amps up the combat.
Yeah.
Comes in at very tense moments.
Shit. Get down.
I don't know. Do we go stealth on this one?
Fucking scars.
I don't really care.
Spread out.
Good job.
Chris! Ambush! Ambush!
Alright.
From that way!
I think it came from over there. Take him out!
Fucking bitch! She's got me! Casey, please!
Thank you, man. That's I put a lot of work into that video, so it's nice to hear it.
And he's still
People are liking
standing?
it.
I don't think so.
Because yeah, no, that was definitely the longest. Like I wrote the script took me a while to write. Because normally I just write jot notes. I don't really write a full script, but I did a full script for that one. So, you know, I was really happy that turned out. That's kind of how I plan on formatting my reviews from now on with all the other games I will be talking about and shit.
There! We got them!
Let's get the heck out of here.
Oh, fuck! Tina! We gotta run!
Trespassers over there!
Are they with the guard?
I don't know, just shoot them!
We gotta lose them!
Dead ahead!
Oh, shit!
All right. It'll work for now. Keep going.
Alright, coming up is probably my favorite section of Ellie's campaign. Or one of them, at least. I just love this whole sewer system.
Explore the-
Not sewer, but
Max.
subway system.
Okay.
Some really cool moments here. No, is he gonna let me crawl? Oh, there you go. Man, this, like, there's so much great detail in this. Like, just the spores all floating around. Especially in a minute when we're in like a more
We gotta keep moving.
lit up environment. It's like all red and stuff. The spores just look so cool.
There's a way through. They thought they had us. I know.
Yeah, I agree, Jack. Some of the scores do pass the first for me. I think this game has more variety in scores than the first did. Oh, I always, like, sometimes the game does it where it's like it's a cutscene and then, but it's only like 5 seconds, like an in-game cutscene, it's like 5 seconds, and then you just don't realize you're supposed to move.
Which is it? Are they guards or trespassers?
Alright. Best way to do this scene is to let both groups take care of each other. But yeah, here, like, just look at all those spores. They look so awesome.
They've made us!
But yeah, no, I agree with you, Jack. I think Unbroken for me, I think Unbroken and Longing are two scores that surpass the scores in the first game for me. Okay, that's a big bunch of fucking clickers. That clicker should be very dead. Okay, cool.
Drew.
You're dead!
Seriously? Alright.
Okay. We shouldn't hang out here for too long.
Oh yeah, this is where I took one of my favorite screenshots.
And then let's move.
I was standing right here and I had my shotgun aimed in that direction. I think I don't know if I made a post with that screenshot. I think I might have. God, I can't believe this game's already been out for almost... Has it already been 2 weeks? I think yeah, it's already been 2 weeks. That's just crazy, like... Wait a second, it won't be 3 weeks in a few days, will it? I think it will be 3 weeks in a few days. Let me just check my app really quickly that I made a countdown for. Yeah, it's already been 17 days ago it came out. That's insane. It's so weird how, like, leading up to the game, it's like, you know, it feels like forever. And then it comes out and it's just like, it's already been 3 weeks almost. Like, that's just insane. next week, I'm kind of happy because it's like, next week, Ghost of Tsushima is already out, so it's like 2 very big games just back to back for me. After Ghost, there's not really anything until, I guess, Avengers, which I'm not even that hyped for, because Cyberpunk got delayed from
Let's go.
September till November, so
Are you okay?
that would have been the big game for September for me, but now that's been moved,
Thanks.
which is probably a blessing in disguise for Avengers. Although, I don't know, there's probably a chance that Avengers will sell very well just because it's an Avengers game, right? Like, it's also not an exclusive, it's multi-platform, it's available on all things, so it's probably going to be a really well-selling game, even though a lot of people, I think, don't really think it looks that great. Jules, I hope you made it out and find this. The 2 of us got into a mirror dust-up with some clickers, or a minor dust-up, but we're still in one piece. Hold up here for the night to lick our wounds. The long dead body of a man washed over us, a gruesome reminder of why we're doing this. This infection, it really was a warning. Better to live off the land than remain in this rotting mess. Zachary says if we keep heading north, we'll hit the Seraphite encampment in the next couple of days. He calls it Haven, and they built it all by themselves. Hearing him talk about it, it was hard not to get inspired, even optimistic. I pray for your safety. I hate to think of what Isaac will do if his goons catch you. I'll be holding my breath, waiting for a sign that you're okay. Gray. Alright. Some more pills, some more ammo.
Maybe through here?
And let's get out of here.
Did you hear what they kept calling us? Scars. I wonder if that's who made all those murals. There's an opening down here. Fuck.
Okay, so Haley Gross, who was the creative... I think she was the writer for this game. Neil Druckmann was the director and probably narrative lead, or was Haley Gross? I don't remember. Anyways, the Imp. So that's actually supposed to be Haley Gross. And it looks like her too, like, once you see what she looks like. Alright, so is she under... Oh, she's definitely a villain. Okay, yeah, New Dogs. An impossibly fiendish, sprite-like creature. Some say she was created in Dr. Uckman's laboratory, others say she came from a parallel dimension. Whatever the case may be, people always underestimate her capability for mischief until it is way too late. She possesses the Shriek, a high-pitched vocal attack capable of incapacitating an entire army, but capturing her is worth the risk of confronting the New Dogs. Her mysterious connection with Dr. Uckman means she is often the only one who knows where he is at any given moment. And then villain. Alright.
Jesus. Have you ever seen anything like this? Bloaters have acid spores. But that didn't sound like a bloater.
One thing that... I mean, obviously, this game's coming out 7 years after the first, so nothing really looks worse in this game than it does in the first.
My favorite kind.
But by design choice, I kind of prefer how the spore bombs, or whatever you want to call them, looked in the first game. Like when bloaters throw, like, their spore things, or their fungus grenades, whatever you want to call them. I think they kind of looked cooler in the first, because it was, like, you know, yellowy, and it was just a bunch of spores. And this game is kind of just like a green cloud, so it doesn't really look as... Like, it doesn't feel like there's as much, you know, in it, if that makes sense. Like,
What's the
I kind of
plan?
prefer how it looked in the first.
Got another ladder across there.
I mean, obviously, it looks graphically better in this, but from a
How
design
do you
standpoint,
get to it? That'll do.
not a big deal. I don't really care. But just like you see, like how cool all these spores floating around look, and it's just like if a bloater had their little spore grenade things in this game that looked like that, that'd be so sick. Oh, that's right.
Ladder's broken.
I always.
Damn it.
Yeah, that's so true. Robin Gaming made a video talking about in the past, like, how Naughty Dog kind of designs their games. And it's true, like, the default thing for people is when they jump here, they immediately go to the ladder, because they don't notice the door, and you don't notice as much because some things like that are covering the handle, so you don't really notice there's a door there. So like Naughty Dog does do that with their games. There's also a lot of times where there'll be a door right in front of you, and you go to it, and it doesn't open, and then a character is like, hey, you're supposed to go this way. This is kind of cool, like how they design their games that way. Oh yeah, really awesome moment here, by the way, for building up the introduction of the Shambler.
I got you! I got you!
Like, I love the bass. Oh, oops. The bass when that blows up. It sounds so cool.
I've never seen one of those. Me neither.
Alright, folks. It is Shambler time. Let's take this baby on. So yeah, they don't have much health, as you guys can tell. Alright, first encounter with the Shambler. So gross looking, but really cool.
Ugh. Fuck these assholes. Did they get you? No, I'm clean.
You know, Kazum,
Shamblers?
he also enjoyed the game and
Is that what they
had
called them?
good take of the game. Lots of people
Yeah.
hate the game and have not played, which
Where
is
the hell
pretty
did
dumb.
Shamblers come from?
Haven't heard of that guy, but no, it's very
I don't
true
fucking know,
that
but they're disgusting.
there's a lot of people who don't like this game and haven't played it, and it's just because of the leaks and like they saw, you know, the cutscene from the beginning with Joel's death, and they know, you know, what happens in the second half of the game as far as playing as a different character and stuff. And I can understand how those decisions, it's like, oh well, yeah, I don't know if I like those, because even I was kind of like, oh, that's not some. I wasn't somebody who was like, you know, oh, I'm not gonna get the game now. Like, I love Naughty Dog. I'm not gonna not get the game because I'm somebody who firmly believes they would have done that for a reason, right? Like, they're not just gonna kill Joel for no reason. It's gonna serve a major purpose, and there's gonna be more to it. And there is. Like, when you play the game fully, there's more to it, and they still handle his character with so much like respect. It doesn't feel like they're just, you know, disrespectful to his arc and everything. And yeah, like, if people play the game and they don't like it, that's fine. Like, I don't mind criticism if people have actually played it. It's just when they're like so critical about something they haven't played, and it's like you need to really play the game to just like understand and get the feeling for things. And I mean, like, people still have problems. That's like after playing, that's fine. I really like the game. I think it has structure problems. Like, I think personally the first game was told better. I think this game has more to it from a story standpoint, but I think the first game was just told better. I think this one has some pacing problems. I never felt like the game was too long or like that. Like some people were saying it's too long. I never felt that way. I just felt like, you know,
It looks clear.
there were times where
As
the
I can
pacing just
see.
felt off because it was jumping
Good.
so much in certain moments. Would you like a sequel? I think
Shamblers?
Naughty Dog
As if they
left it
weren't bad enough.
open-ended to where you could make a sequel. I think
Guess that's nature for you.
there's still these characters talking.
Nature's an asshole.
I think Naughty Dog kind of designed it where it's like, you know, if people like the Abby character enough that they could make a sequel following her discovering the you know, finding the Fireflies again in her future. Obviously, her character's gotten a lot of hate because of you know, the leaks and everything. So I honestly don't know if Naughty Dog would make a full-on third game with her. If that would just be a turn-off for them, and they're like, yeah, we shouldn't do this because it could affect sales and whatnot. Even with Ellie's storyline, it feels like it could go either way. It feels like Ellie's storyline either could have closure to it with this game, because it does kind of feel like there is closure, but it also feels like it's a little bit open-ended to the point where it's like, okay, well, they could do something more with her. But my problem is, like, with both of those ideas I just said, right? Ellie would be going back to Jackson and probably finding her family and whatnot. Both of those choices, to me, they're basically just journeys where it's just like, okay, this character's just gonna go back here to meet a group of people, right? And like, I just don't know if that's really strong enough. Grant you, the first game was the same thing. The first game was, there's a girl who's in me and they have to bring her from point A to point B. But there was more to it than that. So I don't know. It's really like, if Naughty Dog makes a third one, they're gonna have a story that they feel is important. It's not just gonna be a quest getting from point A to point B, right? There'll be character things, there'll be etc. to make. So yeah, I do want a sequel. Yes, I would love to have a third game. And I hope they make one. Recruited by Spark Century 22 out of Titan's Best Science Academy, brilliant Danielle Starr was assigned to the Eon Engine development team. Under the watchful eye of her colleagues, she came up with plans that exceeded everyone's wildest expectations. But when she learned her superiors planned to use her technology for energy weapons, she scuttled her research and fled to Ganymede? I don't know what that is. Now, under the protection of the Future Alliance, she is on the verge of developing mankind's first faster-than-light vessel. So, very fast. We're only okay, we're an hour in. Yeah. Okay, I know where I'm gonna end this episode then. Not for a little bit still, but... Oh yeah, okay, this is kind of a cool room. I actually missed this the first time I played this. I completely missed this door, because this is my third playthrough, so second one, I got it.
Needs a
because I
combination.
have platinum now, but... Kind of a cool thing right here. So, if you go over here, there's a note. Or no, actually, no, sorry, this is a newspaper thing. Hey, Dewey, forgot the code again? Get me a soda, and the code is yours. Now, if you read this, it kind of details, I think, the, what do you call it? Seraphites, I believe, but I'm not going to bother reading that. So yeah, it says get me a Coke, or get me a... It doesn't say Coke, but it says get me a soda. So you break this, and boom, you got it. The code is 152. Okay, enough hints. If you can't figure the rest, I'm with the wrong man. Enjoy. So 152 something something.
Let's see.
And then I just guess 15243, and it's correct.
How'd you do that? Magic.
Magic.
You're my favorite.
So lots of ammo and stuff in this room. I thought there would be something more special, honestly, like, you know, I think this seems like a good area that they could have put like a crafting manual in or something. But you know, what about you, AC? Would you like a sequel? I mean, I imagine the answer is yes, but if you're still here, I got something actually that to talk about that I think could be kind of cool. Not for a sequel, but to do with this game, as far as multiplayer goes. All right. Let's go. Oh, that's the same hallway we were doing earlier.
Shit. Shielders. We got this.
Alright, bring it on, buddy. Seriously? That's it? Okay, I can swear there is one more.
Okay. I'm ready to get out of here.
Same.
No, like, if they do make a third game, I feel like what might be the case is it's like, you know, this one has, and I mentioned this in the last episode, but this game has the really dark, depressing ending, right? Where, I mean, I won't say it in case people are watching this. I mean, I've kind of already talked about spoilers, but whatever. Right, like, it has that kind of depressing ending where, I mean, this game, the whole point of this game is there isn't a villain to it, but for sake of argument, let's just say Ellie's the good guy. And anybody else who's like not with her is bad. The bad guys win in a way, right? Like Ellie doesn't. I mean, the bad guy kind of loses as well, but Ellie loses the most, I'd say. And I feel like the third game would honestly give her, I don't know where I'm going, by the way. I feel like the third game would give her like a proper like happy ending. When this is kind of just like that dark middle chapter. Okay, exit this way. But we'll see. I mean, I don't know. Like they could just end it with the second one. Like this could just be it. If that was the case, that would be depressing. Because I do kind of. I remember it's funny because originally I said I don't want a third one. I was like, oh, they can do a prequel with Joel for the fans that was upset. They could, but I honestly don't want them to just do something for fan service. Like I don't want a game that's just to say like, because that would honestly just be a total Star Wars situation, right? Where it's like Episode 8, people complain so much about what they did, so Episode 9 was just like a total, you know, not fan film in a sense where it's like fan made, but it was just like a total like apology, and then fans didn't even accept that because they just thought it was dumb how they brought back Palpatine and did all this other dumb stuff. So to me, like, I don't really want a prequel with Joel. I wouldn't mind if it was like a DLC or something, right? But I don't know if I really would want that. I'd kind of want them, and that's what they really wanted to make a game about. Like, if that was really what they wanted to do, and that was what their goal was, which I doubt would be the case, but if that was their plan, then sure. I just want them to do what they, you know, wanted to do, what they want to do. Like, if a third game that's like completely Abby focused is what they want to do, go for it. Do I love the idea? No, but I'm not gonna complain if that's the story that they have in mind. And I feel like that's almost kind of what they want to do. I think that's just the problem, is I think for a lot of people, like, Joel and Ellie are the Last of Us, so to kind of like introduce this new character who's controversial from the start and then make them like the main focus, I don't know if I like that idea, honestly. Hi Jules, I'm still holding out hope that you're coming. It's unbelievable the amount of infected down here. I'm starting to admire Zachary. He's a solid fighter in close quarters and he can hear anything creeping around in the dark. I swear, he's like a bat. Also, he prays for his ailing father last night, or every night. And he joins me in prayer for the ones I love and miss, especially you. This phrase Zachary keeps saying, may she guide you. It's what jumps to my mind every time I wonder what's up with you. Maybe there is something greater, someone greater, watching over us. I'm starting to sound like a religious nut, aren't I? So, may she guide you, Jules. Travel fast, travel safe. Gray. The name Jules just makes me think of Pulp Fiction.
Getting closer to light. Okay. Let's rally. We're almost out. Lead on. Ellie, your mask! Here, we can share mine.
No! Don't take it! Stop! Ellie, stop! Ellie, stop! What? No! Ellie, no! Stop! I'm not infected. I'm immune. I'm not coughing, do you see? Fuck. Dina. Shit. Can you run?
Yeah. Yes.
Let's fucking go! Go! Run, Dina! Ellie! Right here! Don't slow down!
Oh shit. Don't get stuck, Dawson. Oh, nice. Love that. I love the, it kind of reminds me of Doom Eternal, but like,
Fuck! Go right!
when you shoot infected in this, like in the face and shit, like in the bloaters especially, just like all the chunks of skin that come off before like they actually die is so awesome.
Dina!
That was a really awesome moment there.
Hey. What do you say we rest in that theater?
That sounds so fucking good.
Almost there.
I got you.
Here. Got it?
Alright, we're good. Come on.
They're lucky there's no infected.
You want to tell me what's going on with you?
What's going on with me? Ellie, I just saw you breathe spores.
I told you. I'm immune.
Okay, you're immune? Come on.
I was bitten a long time ago.
The fuck are you talking about?
I was bitten and nothing happened.
The chemical burn.
Maria and Tommy and Joel are the only ones who know. Knew. Now you know. I can't get you infected if that's what you're worried about. I can't make you immune either. Can you say something?
Ellie. I think I'm pregnant.
What?
Don't worry, it's not yours.
What are we supposed to do now?
Nothing. I just need to rest for a second.
Are you fucking kidding? How long have you known?
I was late a few weeks ago.
A few weeks? We could have still turned back.
I didn't know. I wasn't sure, okay? I didn't want to be a burden.
Well, you're a burden now, aren't you? I'm gonna make sure this place is secured. You just rest.
Ellie thinks she just screwed up with what she said. Dina, I'm sorry, but it has to be this way. I can't throw it anyways. Well, out the window you go. Sayonara. Alright guys, so we're gonna end this one here. This was... I didn't exactly know where to end this episode. I was either gonna end it after the... the TV station part, before we got into the sewers, and then the sewers was gonna be a separate episode, and then there was gonna be a part at the end of this episode that was gonna be separate, but I decided I'd combine the two. It made an hour and 15-minute episode, so pretty damn good. The next episode shouldn't be that long. It should be the shortest one we've had. It'll probably be like 25-30 minutes, probably about 25 minutes, but it's probably my favorite part of the entire game. Probably, well, favorite scene at least. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. This has been my favorite one so far, honestly, just from what happens in it, because that whole hour, 15-minute section that we just did is probably my favorite part of Ellie's campaign. Just super cool, like, parts there, going through the, the TV station. The sewers is just awesome. Like, that's a really good, kind of creepy section. It's not terrifying, but it's just kind of creepy. And I love that ending part with the whole chase when you're leaving it. So, awesome stuff. Love the introduction of the Shambler. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, be sure to leave a like and a comment and whatnot, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye-bye.